What's going on there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you're a fan of Michael B. Jordan and have seen most of his movies, then you must be aware of his role in Black Panther. But did you know that Michael B. Jordan improvised this famous line in Black Panther? Let's take a look at what it actually is. Number 5, Black Panther. Before we get into what role Michael B. Jordan played on Black Panther and the line that he improvised, let's first give you a quick recap of the movie and what happens in it. Black Panther was released back in 2018 and falls under the action and adventure genre. The movie received a ton of popularity at the time of its release and features a ton of big names from Hollywood. The movie is set in a time after T'Challa's father's death. T'Challa returns to take over his father's throne as the rightful heir and goes back to Wakanda. Like most great stories, T'Challa's path isn't cut out for him, and he faces hindrance from an old family enemy. The enemy threatens to attack T'Challa and his entire nation, and the movie revolves around T'Challa's attempt to rescue his nation while simultaneously inheriting his father's throne. The ultimate decision that T'Challa has to make in the movie is figuring out the kind of king that he will become, and we see a lot of character development for T'Challa throughout the entire movie. Number 4. What role does Michael B. Jordan play in Black Panther? Playing the good guy is not always the go-to choice for many actors, and in the case of Michael B. Jordan, it seems like he didn't prefer playing the good guy in Black Panther. Instead, he opted for the role of the main villain Eric Killmonger, who sets out to destroy the entire nation and battle against T'Challa. In the movie, Eric Killmonger is portrayed as a character with an expert set of skills when it comes to martial arts. Not only is he a trained fighter, but he's also a genius, thus making it even more difficult for T'Challa to battle with him. Eric's main purpose in the movie is to destroy T'Challa in order to claim T'Challa's father's throne so he could rule over Wakanda. Throughout the movie, the two can be seen engaging in multiple fights and plotting against each other just to get ownership of Wakanda and rule it in their own way. There is no doubt that Michael B. Jordan gave his role as Eric Killmonger his best shot and invested all his time and energy into it. Number 3. What line did Michael B. Jordan improvise in Black Panther? It's not new for actors to improvise lines in movies. Actors who have been in the industry for a very long while and have had a sufficient amount of experience are pretty good at improv. Actors like Christian Bale and other big names are known for improvising their lines to add their own element to the scene and to execute it to perfection. While Michael B. Jordan might not be as experienced as these actors, and neither is he as well known as them, but this young American actor took his shot at improvising one of his lines, and we're surprised to see that it worked. But what line did Michael B. Jordan improvise? If you've seen Black Panther and are well versed with what's happening in the movie, then you'll quickly catch on to what we're talking about. While Eric Killmonger is the villain in the movie, he's also the son of one of the Wakandan princes. However, a lot of the Wakandan royalty are not aware of this and are quite oblivious to his true identity. In the iconic scene where Jordan improvises his line, Eric is in a room with many of the Wakandan royals, and they're all in the presence of the throne that they desperately want to own. In this scene, Eric comes face to face with his arch nemesis T'Challa for the first time, and this is where he reveals his true identity to everyone by showing that he's one of the true descendants. Eric marks his iconic entry in the scene by saying "Hey Auntie" to one of the royals and showing a family heirloom to prove that he's one of them. Number 2. How was Michael B. Jordan's performance as the villain? Being the villain is not the easiest role to play, but Michael B. Jordan did justice to his role. If you've seen the movie, you won't be surprised to hear that Michael B. Jordan won an award in the Best Villain category. Jordan won the MTV Award for Best Villain in 2018, and during his acceptance speech, he talked about how he had put in a lot of effort to bring together the character of Eric, and judging by his performance, we're 100% sure that he isn't lying. Number 1. How did the movie impact Michael B. Jordan? Like most great actors, Michael B. Jordan also completely immersed himself in the role of Eric Killmonger. However, it wasn't the most pleasant experience, and Jordan has talked about how he had to seek therapy after the shooting of the movie was over. He said he channeled a lot of his emotion into Eric's character, and by the end of the shooting, he had evolved into a person who had shut himself off from love and affection. Jordan then went on to talk about how he went for therapy to get out of his depression and return to his normal self. Well, here's all you need to know about what line Michael B. Jordan improvised in Black Panther. Do let us know in the comments down below if you were already aware about this when you first saw this line in action on the screen. Do be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again in another one. Bye now, guys!